What is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
Camera, yep.
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera.
Huh?
Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, yes? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
A little? Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, bud. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
I did not think this through.
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. You owe me about 5 minutes of my time back, Mr. Wright. 5 minutes!
No, you see, I would owe you 5 minutes if I started talking about this horse that was on this farm one day.
Bailiff taser him.
That's my job! Bailiff taser him!
Wait a minute, that's my job! Bailiff taser him! Wait, what?
Something is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so instantly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true! You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. Like my pants. And I'm going to spot it.
Get me a drink.
It's... Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer.
Oh no.
Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster.
I don't want pictures of monsters, I want pictures of Spider-Man!
I was camping out by the lake.
What about Spider Gordy?
He's a menace!
That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right up, straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wrong, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before.
Bullshit.
Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case.
It puts all of her testimony into question because she lied under oath.
There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Wouldn't this
Also,
be grounds
what
for a
roads?
mistrial?
Potentially. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. That Dracula is up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in that empty head.
That'd be a first.
I have nothing up here, except for... It's Donkey Kong December.
Tase him.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wrong?
Well then tell her to quit messing up her testimony.
If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wrong. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
You get an achievement if you press on statement 2. Yeah, that one.
An investigative photographer?
Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. Yeah, guess what?
What?
There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO.
It's pronounced UFO. It's not one word.
Was
That's
it a
what I
butt UFO?
That's when I had a sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I am not drunk enough for this job. I've seen dumber bases for careers.
Yeah. Okay, now on the 7th statement, you present the Gordy article.
The 7th.
Yes.
Which is, there wasn't much else to look at.
This one.
Miss Hart! Were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Ain't no person been looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Don't want to step over here and say that.
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Ah.
Continue, Mr. Wrong.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing.
What?
Well?
Health. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there, you know.
Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited.
You remind me of a bellhop.
I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
Guess who's going to trial for perjury?
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and went to Dairy Queen?
Phoenix, you talked about it with Gumshoe.
They even had a photograph to prove it. To prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting.
40
That's why-
years! 40 years!
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo.
Dano plan!
Lisa needs braces. She said it'll drop the quality, it might, but soon let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karstein let her show it? I've got a hunch. I should really see like a physical therapist or a chiropractor about that. I bet that
No.
enlarged photo.
He's got the mech. It's perfectly fine.
Oh, okay. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse.
Baker, show
Show-
the enlargement.
Oh my.
Miss Hart,
Look at this photograph.
you enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist. I ate it, but for court. I was hungry.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
They don't
What's the
make-
meaning of this, Mr. Von Karstein?
They don't make witnesses like they used to.
Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to this submission of this evidence.
On what grounds, sir?
Objection denied.
Goes you.
I should have said overruled, but the script and all. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
And my head's going places with that now.
Here it is. Still can't really see the faces.
I also note
We still cannot see who's firing in this.
so we can see shooter's left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
Ecstatic. Because there is something. And because I wrote like a murder mystery in the second grade for an assignment which used this as a plot point,
You asked for enlargements, you got an
is-
enlargement.
This
You're
is not
telling
the
me-
last time we will use the wrong fingerprints on the wrong hand as a plot point.
Wait, the plot point was the wrong fingerprint? I thought you meant the picture.
A little good has done any of us. That's why I requested she did not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
None too soon. It was a fragrant waste of my time.
You're immortal, you have time to waste.
Mr. Von Carstein, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence.
It wasn't.
Decisive witness.
Also wasn't.
What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait just a goddamn minute. Your witness's testimony was faulty, the evidence was not decisive, you gave us nothing, sir. Nothing. You lose! Good day, sir. Obvious clue is obvious.
Object to the enlargement.
Your Honor. There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wrong. You will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Hold on to your butts.
Butts isn't here at the moment. The gun, yep, there you go.
Yep, point to
The
the
hand.
hand mostly, I think.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts.
The
The
pistol.
pistol itself.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon, the Moida weapon, were from Edgeworth's right hand.
The prints on the murder.
Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Edgeworth Senpai.
Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wrong,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defenders could have shot the victim?
The victim himself.
There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So, you were saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor, I can think of no other explanation. Also, this isn't the lawyer's job to figure this out. It's the police's job.
Indeed. On both counts, and this does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. The suicide is out of the question.
Go on.
Examination of the victim's wounds reveals the distance at which he was shot.
You're basing this on...
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
Again, you're basing this on...
Blow black powder.
A meter? That's 3 1/3 feet.
There is no way it could be suicide.
Perhaps he set up a Rube Goldberg of some kind.
Order! Order!
Can the child who's screaming, please stop?
For bringing up the Rube Goldberg device, I find you in contempt of court.
Actually, I could potentially shoot myself from a meter away, yeah, because my arms are genuinely that long.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I've already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Again, not your friggin' job.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion.
No.
Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Tell me we're done with him. Tell me we're done with him.
Whew, that was the most misrun trial in the history of trials in the... God, I hate this legal system. I vote we burn everything down and resort to mob rule.
That's called fun karma.
It's also called a future game.
Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but... What happened out there on that lake, anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look.
What look?
I did not kill him. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I was just kidding around.
That's not funny.
Look. I'm gonna go check on the Jedi.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
You have
Rosebud.
to say this. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
God, could you not be cryptic for 30 seconds? That would help your case so goddamn much.
We don't make this easy for you. Ever.
I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony, and yes, I do mean the entire thing. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
To be continued.
Right, we're done. We're done. This part of the recording session is over. I need a drink. Bye.
Welcome to my life.
And mine, most of these recording sessions.
Yeah.
Sometimes mine.
Say bye.
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 Bye.